Hello, One of Heart's Global Prayer Community. I have a wonderful gift for you to support us in our charter to pray and to protect. We are praying now that the inauguration in the United States is over. We are praying on 2 days of the week, Sunday and Monday, under the guidance and wisdom and grace and beauty of the masters and teachers of the Akashic Record. They have asked us to pray in this way, chanting the names of the divine, followed by a 10-minute meditation with a very sacred intention. We are feeding the voice of love, feeding the voice of love in We the People. And We the People is a new global spiritual document. It's so much more than the United States Constitution. And we're doing that to create a seat at the table for everyone. Everyone. Everyone, every being, everything on earth. That's been our sacred charter, our great blessing, our gift ever since solstice. So today I have a very delicious gift to give you, introducing you to my dear friend, my EFT tapping guru, my writer buddy, Christine Wheeler. Christine Wheeler has been in my writing course, Plug-in for Writers, and the first graduate of Plug-in for Writers to be on the Soul Directed Life radio show with this uber important book, The Tapping Solution for Teenage Girls. But of course, it's not just for teenage girls. There's nothing in here that isn't applicable to every single one of us. And so Christine called me today and said, you know that thing about getting guidance? And I said, oh, yes, actually, I do. And she received some guidance to give us, the members of the One of Heart's Global Prayer Community, some exquisite tapping solutions to support us in feeding the voice of love. So today is our first tapping, but first I want you to meet Christine Wheeler and hear her wonderful guidance story.
Thank you, Janet. Oh my goodness, I'm so blessed to be here. And it's amazing to receive guidance to do something that I'm going to share with you right now, but to also just know immediately that Janet is the field guide for all of us who are being guided. And so the guidance I received is how important it is for all of us to be acknowledging the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are coming up right now. So we're acknowledging them. We're noticing that we're feeling, and I literally have a list of words that I've been directed to share with you and tap with you about. So what's happening for people is when we're watching the news or hearing about something on Facebook or reading a story somewhere, we're taking this information in and we feel a certain way about it. So when we feel that way, in that moment, we want to acknowledge that I'm feeling this way right now. But what's happening in the background is that our fight or flight or freeze natural response is getting triggered. Yeah. So we right now, and the women I'm working with and talking with are sharing that they're almost in a constant state of being triggered. And so things that are happening now remind our brain that something similar happened before. So even though that isn't happening, when we see certain faces or hear certain stories in the news, that reminds our delicious amygdala that, oh, that's something to be afraid of. That's something to be worried about. That's that feeling, and our word today is going to be devastation. That feeling of devastation isn't just about today's devastation. That feeling of devastation is rekindling unresolved old devastations. I don't mean to make this sound super simple, because it isn't. I've been guided to provide some tapping, and Janet and I now call it sacred tapping, exercises to help calm the impact that that word is having on you, to allow your voice of love to come through more clearly. So when we're in fight or flight or freeze, and you know that feeling when you hear something and you go, and you freeze with that. I guess that's an amazing thing to just do immediately, is this tapping. This is the butterfly hug. So this isn't EFT tapping. This is a separate little exercise that I teach people, and do a nice little butterfly hug just for that moment of, I can't believe they said that. But take a nice deep breath. Yeah, that was just kind of a sudden, oh, show them that one. So the first word that was consistently and precisely shared with me was devastation. And I'm, really, that's kind of a big word. And it's like, yes, it's a big word, because that's how people are feeling. And so we're going to do some tapping setup statements, and this is where you tap your karate chop point with some reminder phrases. And that's what we're going to do together. And then you have permission to revisit this audio or video and tap along anytime you're feeling devastated. So we're not saying that tapping this today will cure all feelings of devastation. We're saying this, if you're a 10 out of 10 on feeling devastated, this might bring you to an 8. This might bring you to a 2, or somewhere in between. But something might happen tomorrow that feels devastating, and it may not go back to a 10.
Yay.
Yes. Yeah. So that's part of what we want to do, is sorry, I didn't mean to say don't feel. Don't worry that you feel something again later. Okay. A lot is happening right now, and it's overwhelming. So we're going to have snippets for you to take with you on a daily basis. So I want everyone to take a nice deep breath. And we're going to start tapping in a moment, and put a hand on your heart. And just notice the word or the phrase, I feel devastated. And then Janet will repeat these setup statements and reminder phrases after me. And so to say aloud, I feel devastated.
I feel devastated.
And notice for you if that feels true right now. And even on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being absolute devastation, you might even note what number you're at right now. It's not necessary. Notice if you feel it in your body. And take another deep breath. And if you're feeling right now like emotions are starting to surface, that is normal, and we've got this. We're going to tap right now. And we're going to tap on your karate chop point. So this is a little mini lesson in EFT tapping if you've not done it before. And you can tap either hand. And And it's the same as if you were drumming your hands on a table. You know, just give yourself a little pressure, but not bruising. And take a nice breath and repeat after me. Even though I'm feeling devastated right now.
Even though I'm feeling devastated right now,
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Even though I feel stuck in this devastation right now.
Even though I feel stuck in this devastation right now,
I'm okay in this moment.
I am okay in this moment.
Deep breath. Even though I don't know what to do about feeling devastated.
Even though I don't know what to do about feeling devastated,
I'm open to the possibility of reclaiming love.
I am open to the possibility of reclaiming love.
Okay, and now we go to your eyebrow point. That's right at the bridge of your nose and the end of your eyebrow. 2 fingers. Nice deep breath. I'm feeling devastated right now.
I am feeling devastated right now.
Outside of your eye. And when I feel devastated, that seeps into other areas of my life.
And when I feel devastated, it seeps into other areas of my life. Yes, it does.
Yeah. Yes. And under your eye. So I acknowledge I'm feeling devastated about this particular thing.
I acknowledge I am feeling devastated about this particular thing.
Under your nose. But other areas of my life are okay.
But other areas of my life are okay.
Okay. On your chin, so right in the little gully underneath your lip and above your chin, take a deep breath. I'd like to keep devastation about that over here.
I would like to keep devastation about that over here.
And on your collarbone, so the notch in your collarbone, about 1 inch on either side, doesn't matter which side. And I keep everything else in my life over here.
And I keep everything else in my life over here.
Next point is under your arm, about 4 inches from your armpit. Janet's such a good tapper. A nice deep breath. I feel devastated about that, but okay about this.
I feel devastated about that, but okay about this.
Good. And top of your head. Yeah, I'm devastated about that.
I am devastated about that.
I'm okay with what's over here.
I'm okay with everything that's over here.
Nice deep breath. And hand on your heart. And just take a couple of nice deep breaths, everybody, and notice what you're noticing. For some of you, the devastation might feel a little less intense. Some people might actually have it rise. That's okay. That's normal. We'll keep tapping. And if you're feeling that way, you just go back to the first round of tapping and start there again. Take a nice deep breath. A really important thing that we want to do, and that I've been told to do throughout these videos and audios that I'm going to be sharing, is helping people to recognize feelings about what's going on that feel like they're out of your control. So I feel devastated about that. And each of you has your own that, which we want to keep separate. So I see that like a cloud. And we want to imagine pushing that cloud of devastation about that away from us. Okay, so let's go to our eyebrow point again. Yeah. Janet.
I love this. This is just the greatest image. It's like,
Isn't it?
It is. It's spectacular.
Yeah.
Because it's true. All of the rest is magnificent. Yeah. This is fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I digress.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yes, not at all. Okay, so first I want you to imagine, however you imagine, I want you to imagine that cloud that Janet just played with. And so notice where it is in your field, Notice what color it is. And as we tap your eyebrow point, I notice this cloud of devastation.
I notice this cloud of devastation.
Outside of your eye. And I know what that represents.
And I do know what that represents. Yes, I do.
Under your eye. And when I'm feeling certain ways, it creeps in.
And when I'm feeling certain ways, yeah, it creeps in.
And when it creeps in, it's hard to get to love.
And when it creeps in, it's hard to get to love.
Okay, listen to this bit. And then I'm hard on myself for not being able to get to love.
That's it. Oh, and then I'm so hard on myself for not being able to get to love. Oh, I got to tap on that one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Collarbone. When there's a cloud of devastation, I can't get to love.
When there's a cloud of devastation, I can't find my way. I can't get to love. Yeah.
Yeah. Under your arm. So I'm going to be the cloud master.
So officially, right now, I am the cloud master.
Yeah. Yeah. Top of your head. And I'm moving that cloud.
And I am moving that cloud.
Okay. So now I'm just going to take you to our butterfly hug because I just realized they have more to say about that. Deep breath. So I'm moving that cloud away at a cellular level.
I'm moving that cloud away at a cellular level.
Yeah. And I ask my brain to release memories of devastation.
And I ask my brain to release memories of devastation.
And all that that's meant to me.
And all that that has meant to me.
And I release it at a cellular level.
And I release it at a cellular level. I'm butterfly.
And I love this. You are, aren't you? And as I release it, and as I release it, I take myself off the radar of devastation.
I take myself off the radar of devastation.
So it can't find me.
So it can't find me.
I prefer love.
I prefer love.
Nice deep breath. Hand on your heart. And now notice where that cloud is. So mine's not even in my periphery energetically. So now take a nice deep breath And we're going to give you and your brain a new cloud. And that cloud is love. And I want you to notice for you individually what color the cloud of love is. Everyone will have your own color. And imagine that cloud of love. And we go back to our butterfly hug. And however that works for you, whether you walk into it, whether you welcome it. So sometimes I do kind of this scooping motion to bring it into me, down, around, back and front, under my feet. So one person I did this, it was like a ball of cotton candy. Mm-hmm. And so then you're walking around in this beautiful, fluffy cloud of love. Mm-hmm. A nice deep breath. Do this as often as you need to. There's a lot going on right now that is interfering with our ability to find peace. Don't be hard on yourself about it. A lot of us are having this experience. So I give this gift of sacred tapping with love. And with love to Janet for driving this big, beautiful RV of love.
What a great image. There's the One of Hearts Global Prayer Community with the heart on the side. And we're visiting all the cities around the world. Thank you, Christine Wheeler, christinewheeler.com.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't wait till the next one.
Oh my gosh. Thanks so much, Janet. Love you.